All right, Joe from ASCENDCHESS back to talk about the platform. And what you'll hear over and over again if you listen to any sort of chess content for more than 10 minutes is for amateurs to improve. It's all about tactics, tactics, tactics. And there is a lot of truth to that. I mean, it's not completely true, just like anything in chess. There's gives and takes, there's certain situations that are the exceptions to the rule. So, but tactics are truly important. And I want to talk about tactical circuits because this is something I kind of borrowed as an homage to the woodpecker method. And if you don't know that book, I suggest you check it out. It's a tremendous book. But basically, the thought process is you keep drilling the same puzzles over and over again until you build that into your pattern recognition. And there's a certain formula that the woodpecker method uses. We use a little bit different formula, especially based on the level. So the woodpecker method was written, of course, by two high-level masters, and it's not necessarily for the 800 to 1800 crowd that is the ideal user for us. So if you go into tactical circuits, first you go to the tactics hub, you go into tactical circuits, and it's going to tell you what your current rating is. And this is that FIDE equivalent rating based on all the different sources. For anybody under 1500, the default size is going to be 250 puzzles. Anybody 1500 and over, it's going to be 1000. And then you can choose the number of cycles that you do. So a cycle is basically you're going to do all 250 puzzles at your rating level 4 times. And the whole point is to be able to both improve your accuracy on those puzzles and then improve the amount of time it takes to complete the full circuit so that you're really training that pattern recognition and really getting better at identifying these different tactics in your games. So you can choose 4 or 7 cycles. 7 cycles is more true to the woodpecker method, but some people just don't want to see those same puzzles for 7 cycles in a row, and that's cool. And what you can see here is your personalized training set is going to come through with about 20% that are warm-up levels, so they're going to be below your rating. They're Lichess puzzles. 50% are going to be at or around your level, and then 30% are going to be stretch above your level to push you. Because it's not helpful to always do things that are easy. Sometimes you really have to put in the deep work and really lock in and be able to challenge yourself. That's really the only way you're going to see any really marked improvement in your chess. So you go through here, you create your training set. It's going through the puzzle database and tailoring everything to both your rating, it's picking different motifs and everything else. So here we're on my first tactical circuit and we're looking at my first puzzle. Now what you'll notice is that we don't show the puzzle rating and we don't give any clues to what you're trying to do. We don't give the solution right away. Essentially, we want you to understand how to recognize things in your games rather than being told, hey, you're looking for a pin. That's okay in some degrees, but in a lot of others, it's really not all that helpful because nobody's going to be standing behind your shoulder while you're playing over the board and saying, hey, there's a pin right there. You know, so here I got to try to figure out exactly what I'm trying to accomplish. I can see the king is on the back rank. Is a back rank mate possible? Well, let's see. My rook is attacked, is lined up with this rook. I notice that if I take this rook, it's gonna pin the queen to the king, and my queen is able to take back if it takes back. So I'm gonna think that that's it. And there we go. It's marked correct. Now, after it's marked correct, you can kind of see that the stuff is revealed. I'm going to purposely do one incorrect just so you can see how that works. So it's white to move, and this is an obvious blunder. Incorrect is knight to c6. So now you'll see what the puzzle rating is. It was 1477. You'll see the themes here, and you'll see the solution. And you can walk through this solution so you can kind of see it and understand it rather than just immediately moving on to the next puzzle. This gives you an opportunity to really try to dig in and understand what the solution was supposed to be. So we're not trying to train that kind of casino mentality that you may get on other tactical puzzle platforms. We're really trying to help people understand and get better at identifying and executing tactics in your game. So I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.